And we're back with the CWSFL. We got the Around the World Sports Network prime time game of the week. Man, it's the Vancouver Lancers down here in Houston taking on the 5-1 Stags. We got our man JB with us here in the booth. It's going to be a good one. We got the battle between the Steve Yandi on his former team of the Vancouver Lancers. He lasted all of about a few hours on there as he was drafted in the first round by Vancouver, and then a few hours later he was traded to the Houston Stags in a big trade that honestly helped him out because, well, he got out of Vancouver. But they're matching up though for the first time this season. The Lancers need to figure out something. They're coming off a good win last week against the Pumas, but they got a tough matchup against the Stags today, and they're going to need to be firing on all cylinders to make this one happen. But the coin toss is happening right now on the field, so you know what that means. We got to hurry and get to it. Vancouver Lancers, Houston Stags. Who's going to start off with the ball? Who's going to try to get the points up there first? Oh, man. It looks like Johnny Bunt Chops will be in the end zone within 3 plays. You've heard it here first.
Yeah, this might be an ugly one for sure.
Oh.
All right, there you go. That's one play.
One play, 8 yards up the middle, and just wait for this outside run. Unless Leo Ferris comes up on it.
Ooh, 3rd and inches.
Could we see a stop by the Lancers to get this game started?
That'd be something. Ooh, mutton chops, 7 yards, running through some Lancers.
Well, there goes my 3-play prediction. They decided to cut the outside run from the playbook.
Yeah, they just wanted to mess with you. Ooh, Leo Ferris, 4-yard loss.
Look at that. The intern GM from Vancouver stepping up big right there on a big play on mutton chops. That's tough. That's tough right there. They could have had him for a little bit smaller gain than they allowed, but Munchops was able to wiggle his way to 8. Oh, man.
Ooh. Lancers came to play versus the run, but definitely not the pass. Wide open for 51, Kellen Noble. Ran right down the seam. They were so committed to stopping that run.
Oh.
Dive it into the end zone is what jumps.
Yeah, that's tough. If you're a Vancouver fan on the sideline or in the stands, at home, wherever you are, you're hurting right now.
Lancers have to be a little happy with how they contained mutton chops on that drive. They did a good job up until the pass to Noble.
Yeah, they did. They forced them into 2 third downs. One of those was a 3rd and inches. One was a 3rd and 8. But they still forced them into 2 third downs, and they didn't let it be easy for them.
And this is the Lancers' key, and this is the only way the Lancers will stay in this one. That man right there, Avery Montroy, had 306 touchdowns last game on their win. So that's gonna have to be repeated for sure if they want another chance. Ooh, DJ Enterfelt, ready for it.
That one is big right there.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna have to be ready for that outside run because that is definitely the Lancers' plan of attack. And there we go, back-to-back tackles for losses on them.
Yeah,
so they watched some film from last week.
Yeah, what's tough right here on the Lancers is they don't. It's hard for them to play from behind the chains. So
wow.
And just as I was
22
talking about
yards
that,
on third and forever.
I was just talking
Unbelievable.
about the Lancers not being able to play too well from behind the chains, and look at that, a huge 3rd and 22 converted.
Yeah, and the way they did it, they just threw it to the other side. Didn't get scared from the back-to-back tackle for losses.
Uh-oh.
Avery, all the yards on that drive and a touchdown.
Wow. So it's 7-7 here, under a minute left to go in the first quarter. Special teams has been something special today.
Yeah. Ah, 50 yards for Mutton Chops as he breaks free on the second drive. Guess they could only contain him for one drive. Ooh, stopped by Leo Ferris again. They're
He's starting to heat up here in this first quarter. Could be setting himself up for a big game. Ooh.
prone this time. And now the Stags find themselves in a 3rd and long. See what they could do. And it's a screen and a few broken tackles by Noble, but that's going to be a stop. A huge stop for the Lancers, who might not get that many this game.
Uh-oh. They're holding them to 3. I see. Ooh. Thought that was almost a little wide.
That was close. That was close for sure.
Yeah. Wow. I thought that might be a Houston just will go for that, but no.
See what the Lancers could do. Back to Avery.
Bumbo!
Fumbles, and it's picked up by Harrison. I guess when you use the Avery every play, that's bound to happen. Can only handle so much workload, I guess. It's like the Giants and Saquon. Of course, he was going to get injured. Oh!
Wow!
Oh, my goodness. They overran the fumble, but Luke Montroy still gets a 9-yard loss for it. But what a huge play that could have been for the Lancers. They could have had that scoop, and who knows how far he could have ran. Lots of pressure coming, and then it was a risky ball. Roch Burns gets the deflection credit.
Wow.
Lancers are making this one a game right now. Let's see if they could stop Mutton Chops, and they can. Another 4th down, and back-to-back drives. It looks like the Lancers will have to settle for 3. Yep, here comes Goodson out again.
The rookie.
And look at this Lancers defense making holds. Getting stops. Looking like a whole new team after getting their interim. Maybe they'll have to sign him on full time, after this.
He's definitely putting in the work in to try to turn things around here in Vancouver.
Yeah, it's reminding me a lot of the Raiders. There's the first pass of the game. It's going to be a screen to a bot for 2 yards.
Uh-oh.
There goes Avery for another 19.
He was free down the side.
Here's a 1st and 10. Let's see what they do. Up the middle to Avery. Another first. No, just inches short.
Not sure that was a good spot right there. We've seen some questionable spots here recently over the weeks, and that one might be one that tops them all.
Oh no, and he doesn't get it again.
See, this is what she did, Stripes. He done set us up on a position now to be 3rd and 1.
There it goes. There's the first for Avery.
He
Had to
got
do it the
lucky.
hard way.
Old Stripes got lucky. Vancouver was able to still get that first down. If not, man, the fans would have been in an uproar.
Yeah, this is a big possession right here. The Stags started with the ball, and Vancouver puts up some points here. It goes into half with the momentum. You never know what happens. Man, this would be a heartbreaking for the Stags for sure. And there's Avery down to the 5, 21 yards. And I think it's about time we really look at this and see what might just happen.
Wow. Still 17 seconds left to go, so they got to find a way.
Are they out of timeouts?
I believe
No,
so.
they
So
have all 3, but they haven't used any of them. They're going to kick a field goal. That was weird. I mean, maybe I saw it wrong, but I'm pretty sure they had all 3.
the Lancers and Sunday rivals continuing to play conservative.
Yeah, I was telling Henry too about how the Lancers. The game was tanking the Lancers, but look at that: 10 rushes for Mutt drops, only 75 yards. Avery at 131. Definitely not the way we thought the battle of the running backs might turn out today.
Could Avery Montroy be finding a way to squeeze into this running back of the year conversation with this late push? Right now, he's got the Lancers in a 13-10 game here in Houston on the road, and this is a tough one, and it's a 3-point game right now. Not something many fans expected at this point here at halftime, but man.
If you told the Lancers staffing department that you could go up with a good drive at a halftime, I think they would have taken that any day of the week.
Oh yeah, this has been a good one so far. We hope it continues to be a good one here in the second half. The Lancers, like you said, they got a shot here to take the lead. See if it happens.
Oops, that one for a touchback. Let's see what little Terry and Avery can do. Ooh, another tackle for loss. Man, the right side and the left side have had some very different results today. Oh, and a sack. And this is big. Now the Lancers are in a hole.
Oh,
3rd and 24. See what they try to do. They try to go to Avery on the outside, and man, that left side, Avery's seen a lot of success, but that right side has been stuffed for sure.
that's not the way you wanted to start this third quarter.
Oh, definitely not. They had a big opportunity and they missed it. And yeah, Zags will start in a scoring position already. Ooh, but there goes a big sack for the Lancers, as this one has turned into quite the defensive battle. And another back-to-back sacks
This is huge right here for Vancouver.
as they've driven them back 20 to 3rd and 28. And let's see if the Lancers can avoid disaster. And they do. Mutton Chops gets 11 completion, but that'll be it. And punting. That'll be a touchback. Too far. And once again, Lancers offense with the opportunity. Avery up the middle for a good 6 yards. Good way to start the drive. I'm truly impressed by this Lancers defense, man. They're definitely doing something right out there. And there's that left side that's been bringing Avery so much success.
Wow.
19 yards on the 19th carry. No gain there for Avery. And you see how much Avery can do, but you would think at one point these Lancers got to get one decent pass away. And there they do for 6 yards. Avery can only do so much without anything from Little Terry,
Yeah, this is all Bontroy so far here in this one. And look at that. Big third down and they can't convert.
On 4th and 3 if they'll punt it away, and they will. See if Greg Johnson can pin him deep.
I think that's one I might have went for.
Yeah, not a bad punt by Greg. Let's see. I guess they're trusting their defense. It's had a strong day. But you can only wait so long when you got Mutton Chops on the other side. You never know what he could do to you. Yandi finds himself a first. Mutton Chops, a little short of the first. Officials have not been nice this game.
Wow.
Oh no! Another wide open Kellen Nova for the second time today. That one for 32. Last play of the third quarter coming up. Ooh, big deflection. McBot saving a touchdown going into the 4th. One quarter left in this 3-point game. Mutton Chops up the middle, and he'll get a first down. And if you're the Stags, you want to see more of that. I think you want to see Mutton Chops run it into the end zone right here. There's the top to do him. Gets 5 there, 4 on the carry. Let's see. This Lancers defense can't get this stop. The way their offense has been playing, you might think this one just might be over. Another 4, and it's going to be 3rd and 3. That math didn't add up, but all right.
Yeah, it doesn't always add up, but somehow it works.
And outside the Mutton Chops, and he's going to find himself at the 1.
Ooh, they needed that stop.
Yeah, well, now you got 2 yards and 4 downs to stop Mutton Chops, so let's see how well that goes. And it takes 1 play for him to get in. And in this defensive battle, that might have just sealed the deal. They move out to a 20-10 lead with 3:28 remaining. And unless the Lancers can find something different fast, this might be the end of it.
I'm not sure if they will be able to because they have been They've been struggling so far here in the second half with finishing some drives.
Yeah, there's just not enough in the passing game for Montroy to feed off of. It's very predictable, and you're just tossing it out every play. But there's a wide receiver, 20 yards, 20 yards on the day. The screen is going to find himself a 3-yard loss. Third tackle for a loss on the day for AJ. Having himself a game.
He has adjusted very nicely from the quarterback to defensive lineman role.
Another screen, but they find a first this time. 5 yards. Coming up on the 2 minutes left. See what they could do.
Ooh.
Big tight end Dallas, 12. As the clock drops under 2 minutes. Lancers are running out of time. As little Terry finds another completion. Let's put a few of them together, but it's actually 9 for 9 on the day.
Big play right there.
Huge first down, and they call their first time out, but will it be too little too late? You never know. Never know what could happen.
Oh, but, they had to start calling timeouts. That hurts.
Yeah, they're down to 1. So even if they score here, it might be the end of it. A lot of pressure, and little Terry gets it off, and he finds himself a touchdown. And the extra points, and it is now 17-6. We've got 1 minute and 9 seconds on the clock. Vancouver has 1 timeout. And you would think 1 first down with mutton chops should end this one.
You would think so. But we'll see if it plays out that way.
Yeah, Lancers defense been coming up big all the game. Let's see if they have a superstar play in them. And Maupin drops back to pass.
Oh, man.
And wow, he's got Jordan Matthews. And that's going to be the Lancers' last time out. What a play call.
Coming out aggressive to win this one.
Mutton Chops gets blown up again. There's been a few plays this game where he's gotten hit back there. Another passing play. And that's going to be deflected twice, and it's going to stop the clock. And I cannot understand why the Stags are passing in that situation.
They're doing all that just to run it here on 3rd down with mutton chops.
You hope so.
No.
Another pass.
It's
and he
enough.
gets it to Noble, and it's going to give him a first, and it's going to end the game. Or maybe one more play, but that's going to do it. But wow. 6-1. This is definitely gonna.
Doink.
That's gonna miss too. Wow, wanted the stats and hurt him.
That's
gonna be it. I mean, even from a Stags perspective, that's gonna be a honestly really disappointing win from a team that's looking to go on a deep playoff run. To only beat the bottom of the league by a field goal. I don't know. Stags fans are definitely going to question how far they can go this season with that performance.
Well, coming off a loss last week on the road to the Bangkok Pandas, they come in here at home. They're facing one of the bottom tier teams in the league in the Lancers. I guess maybe they could assume they had an easier win They didn't have one of their top DBs in Little Johnny. He's out for at least the rest of the regular season with an injury. But look at that, though. Johnny Muntchop, 17 for 116, 2 touchdowns.
Lancers played a good amount of contain on him. It was honestly the passing game, a few big passing plays that got the better of them in the secondary.
Yeah, and he still got over 100 yards, but it took 17 rushes to make it happen. Definitely not one of his better games, but it was enough, though, to help them get the job done.
For sure.
Stags win this 20-17 over the Vancouver Lancers. This new era Lancers under interim GM Dunk is definitely off to a good start, even though they took a loss here today. This was a lot better game than people expected. Look at that. Little Terry, 12 for 12, 100 yards and a touchdown. Wow. Avery Bonchoy, 21 for 146 and a touchdown. Willard Squared came up with 6 big tackles and a tackle for loss. Leo Ferris, 2 tackles for loss. Molpin, 8 for 11, 159 yards. We know what Johnny Muntchops did, man. He's the player of the game. But the Houston offense was held in check for majority of the day, though.
Yeah, good performance by the Lancers defense.
AJ Bourne with a big 6 tackles, 3 of them for loss. Moses, 2, came in there with 8 tackles. Jalen Goodson had that missed kick at the end of the game that could have made it a 6-point win, but instead kept it a 3. But man, this was still a good game. It was a lot of fun. It was the Around the World Sports Network primetime game of the week, man. This was a good one. Lancers do fall on the road though, 17-20. They're now 1-6 on the season, while the Stags improved to 6-1 with a tough win here at home. But man, this one was a lot of fun. We've had 3 great games so far today. We got 2 more coming up. We got the Pharaohs taking on the Berlin Hellhounds next. And then the late night game, the Nothing Good Happens After Dark. Bangkok Pandas traveling to take on the Pegasi. Those should be 2 good games, though. But man, it's been a lot of fun here on this wonderful Wednesday of the CWSFL. And we'll see y'all at the next game.